Okay, welcome back to the fifth and final episode of the XOT1 build series. Today's episode is going to be pretty short because all we're doing is body panels. As you see here on the table, I have all of the body panels for at least the driver area, around the foot area, side panels, and the only body panels I never really got around to doing that I'll probably do later is I actually have a top panel I'll finish out to do the actual top above the driver. I also got the bottom floor panels that are for the driver area, this guy right here, and the engine compartment area, which is this guy. So when it comes to body panels on any buggy type vehicle, there's a variety of different materials and thicknesses you can go. Most of the time I see either steel, aluminum, or some sort of plastic like polycarbonate, ABS. But because I work at a weld shop, aluminum is the best thing to give the best amount of protection to the driver. And I wouldn't say it's the most cost-effective thing because it is aluminum, but it's lightweight and it gives me the protection I need. With the floor pans act as more important armor for the floor pan for rigidity. As you're getting in and out of the vehicle, you're going to be standing on it temporarily, and actually protects the driver from any kind of debris that's going to come up underneath the vehicle. So with the under floor pans, I do 1/8 inch aluminum. Because it's thicker too, it's going to vibrate less. But on the actual body panels, I think with this time I went with 093 aluminum, which gives a good amount of sturdiness without too much flexibility, because if you don't fasten these on very good, they have a tendency to any kind of loose edges can start to vibrate as you're driving down, and it becomes really annoying. And on other buggies I've built, I have wrapped the body panels with a rubber trim, so whenever they get bolted onto the body, it'll kind of isolate them so they won't vibrate. There's a variety of different ways you can go to attach body panels. The way I usually like to do it is I will buy these pre-made tabs, and these are punched out of probably, I think, 1/8 inch steel. And because they're punched, they have pretty rounded edges. So it's pretty easy. I buy these, I don't have to do anything to them besides drill the hole open to put a rib nut in there. If I were to cut these out on a plasma table, I'd have to spend a bunch of time cleaning up all the dross of all the parts, and that's just a pain in the butt. So I like to buy these that are punched. And I think I bought like a pack of 100 of these off Amazon, pretty cheap. And I think about 100 tabs, I could probably do 2 or 3 buggies. But I'll take these tabs and then I will swell in a rib nut. And then I will weld this onto the chassis, which is pretty much, I think, one of the cheaper ways to go about it. And it's still going to give you a good way to securely fasten the panel on there. You'll see a lot on like race cars, you'll see the quarter turn fasteners, which is a little cam locking fastener that has a little backer spring. And when you go in and just say, in this car's case, I have 7 body panels and 2 belly panels. If you're going with quarter turn fasteners, it's going to get really expensive really fast. They're not cheap by the time you buy all the little pieces. So I like to do just these tabs. And what I like about these riv nuts is that if I were to ever strip one out, I just drill back out and then I'll swell in a new riv nut. When I do go to bolt these on there, I will use button head cap screws with a nylon washer. So that will kind of help with the vibration of these panels. And also, so when I'm turning these down to tighten them, the head of the fastener doesn't dimple or scratch up the paint of the panel. So that's just one thing I like to do just to kind of make things a little cleaner. And that's really it. So we'll get to putting panels on here and talk about some more stuff. here it is. It's all finally put back together. So you're experiencing this at the same time I am, because this is the first time I've ever actually seen this thing fully put together after everything has been painted and reassembled. So there's nothing to do now. The only thing left is to do what this thing is made to do, and that is to be racing around the backyard. So that's what we'll do next. So right now, here in southern Indiana, we've got kind of a mysterious winter. Really don't really know what the weather's gonna be. So right now we've got like 2 inches of snow. So I'll probably do a little bit on the next video of action shots of this racing around the snow, and then probably wait for a little more weather to get a little warmer, melt the snow off, and we can really get down and hook onto some grass and really sling some dirt. So I'll see you in the next fun video.